Hi everyone, back again. My phone ran out of memory and then the phone rang, and I'm hoping that this is the last time I have to record this. But this is my junked up doily. One of the conditions was that you had to add a doily in, and I wanted to show you the before and finish. And so what I did was I added the doily in the background. I layered some paper over that. I've got a Maya Road chipboard piece. I added some clips in, a peg, some muslin cloth, a metal flower, a button, a I Am Roses flower, some wire, some washi tape, and some staples. I then went over the whole lot with gesso. I came back in with some sprays from Lindy's, a mixture of spray and stain in 3 different colours, and then I touched the high points with gesso. I've got some seam binding that I coloured as well, and I love the dimension, and also the texture is awesome. So that's my junked up doily tag swap. Next was my altered mint tin, Eclipse mint tin, and I did it mixed media style again. I used DCW paper. I went over sporadically with a Hero Art stamp, and then I added on some chipboard pieces, which are the wings. I stamped over those, added some paint here and there, and I added a little prism down the bottom there, little dangly, and some chain up the top there. Just painted up the top. Now I didn't paint the inside. This is for Tracy. Hi Tracy. And we had to add in some little bits and pieces. Now I didn't paint on the inner. I did go with some gold, but it wasn't happening, so that's probably about the only thing. Now I've gone and stuffed a whole heap of things in here. Just some charms and resin pieces and bling and buttons, and yeah, just some little goodies in there for you, Tracy. And that's just what the inside looks like. So that was my little altered tin. Last of all, second to last, we had I was involved in a canvas swap, and this is for Fiona, who's my swap partner. And initially it's meant to be an 8x8, a square one, or 6x6, nothing smaller than that. I decided to go 24x6, and I saw I was lacking, I started off with another canvas and it wasn't happening the way I wanted it to, the square one. I had layered a whole heap of layers on the top, and then I didn't know what I was going to do. So there's a lady, I've gone and forgotten her name, Patterson. Hopefully I'll stick the link in the bottom below. And I looked up canvases, and this is what came up. This is what I saw. So I took that and did my own thing with it. So mixed media again. I've gone in a down medium over the top to complete the finish. But random stamping, papers, paints, doodling, rub-ons, just that. So thank you to the lady who inspired me to do that, or scrap lift I suppose is what they call it. So that's my canvas piece, and last of all was my Secret Santa box. Now my swap partner probably already knows, because you know I'm the last person, and I didn't want to send her box to her because she was involved in other swaps, and I didn't want to let her pay for postage back, so I thought that I'd send everything to her and the costs can be on me. So this I used, this is my SSS Box, and I used the Zephyr paper, and I just layered some stuff on the top. Tim Holtz, got some wire, some Prima, a little my little heart resin, but it's made out of paste that you mix up. It's not the resin, so you know, it's got little chip pieces there which I like, so I stuck it on. This piece here is not from Zephyr. I'm not quite sure what range it's from, maybe Tea Time or something like that, but it matched in how I wanted it to. And initially the top didn't show out because the paper in the background was a bit too busy, so just whitewashed it out a little bit. And I've gone, and these buttons ain't going to hold there very well because you know, it's got nothing to stick to, but hopefully it will stick there and stay there during the journey. Got a Prima spray up the top there. And I just went around the box and added some wire in between there, and I signed it on the bottom, cut up my pieces of paper, and I've added a little those little books I like doing with the corrugated cardboard. I just added in a little book there that she can add some pictures in. That's my little book. And these ain't all of her goodies, it's some of it. That's all that could fit in there. All the rest will get just packed in the box. So that completes my swaps for the year. New Zealand and Australian ladies, if you haven't joined Scrappers Obsessionz,